Uh,
Hello, welcome to Dark Souls All Bosses Tournament lower bracket. Sappy versus Dark Oak, or Dark Oak. Sorry, Sappy Oak versus Dark One 77. I'm Commander Ake, and I have a wonderful commentator here as well.
yeah, hello. My name is Zelastin. I'm also going to be commentating for today's race. We expect a really cool performance. It's two wonderful runners, and they're going to be doing very different routes as well, so it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, we see SappyOak is going to be doing ES Malus, the one we're all familiar with Golas, and we have Dark One doing a route of his own, which I've actually never seen before except for his last race, but I don't remember what it is exactly. So we're excited to see some route variety, but Dark
Well,
One
we
is going to be
already see
starting with
some
Pyro.
variety because we have
Yeah,
one of the runners starting Pyromancer, the other one is starting Thief. And Thief is the usual class. Most people play with Thief, but not Dark One. He wants to start with Pyromancer.
yeah,
Obviously, the Pyromancer is going to take the Master Key as a gift, but Sapio can actually get the Black Firebombs, which can be very good.
and yeah, I'm ready to go. If you're ready to go, Zellison, we can tell
Yeah,
Regal to ready up, and we'll get this race underway.
sure.
Yeah, let's go. Let's hope the
See,
timers cooperate.
yeah,
Um,
let's see if we can actually start the guess the timer at the same time, because that's a problem sometimes.
all right, Sapioak went on okay. That's good. We don't want to cancel the run as we start. And we're off.
Nice,
The blank has
almost
been
perfect.
fired. And we see Dark one actually getting a bit of a cutscene there, so Sapioak's very ahead right now.
Yeah, it's basically won the race already.
Yep. We'll see runners toggle while they're starting their sprinting animation to increase their acceleration, so it lets them reach maximum speed uh, in less time. So we'll save about maybe 2 seconds throughout the entire run, but
I
it
don't
gives
think
runners
it's
something.
only 2 seconds in this route. It's very long route. Might be up to like
Did
10
we say it
seconds.
was 2 seconds that are no wrong with commentary?
It was 2 seconds in any percent, but
Oh,
any
then it's
percent is
more.
30
Okay,
minutes. It used to be 30 minutes.
then it's more. Um, so
Yeah, we
yeah,
can already
Sapio.
see one of the people is actually fighting the boss while the other one only runs forward because if you don't have the fire bombs, you can't really kill the boss without any weapons. So that's already a time save for Sapio because he's already done with one of the bosses and he's not gonna have to fight him again. While Dark One is gonna have to pick up his weapons and go back.
Yeah. So we'll see runners instead of normally they'd quit out here, and the stand-up animation would break the door that this boulder is going to break here. But to save RTA, where the timer doesn't stop when you quit out, both runners are using the boulder to break this wall instead. I talk to Oscar, pick up the Estus flask and the key, and we see Dark One going upstairs to fight Asylum Demon. Sapioak's just going to head towards the exit.
Yeah, such route variety. Look at that.
Insane.
I almost wish one of the runners did yeah, in-game time strats just for us to see the difference.
Well, sometimes they accidentally do it, so
Yeah,
they're
let's
like,
see if they quit out on the asylum door, because that's like the regular thing almost everybody does.
yeah. So, Dark One will be using Pyromancy here. He didn't get the best plunge on Asylum Demon, but it's okay usually. He
Wow,
did get,
that
yeah, he got,
firebomb just missed.
yeah.
Wonky magic in Dark Souls.
Hmm.
Never expected to hit. And we finished up with the axe. Nice.
It's locked. Insane door. Um, the Sapiok's going to be buying some things from the Undead Merchant. He'll be buying a shield, the rapier, basically the main thrusting weapon. He'll buy 3 wooden arrows, And finally, he'll use the prompt swap glitch to buy an item he normally wouldn't be able to afford. Just allows you to purchase an item at the same time that you switch categories in the merchant menu. So you could basically buy, as I said, basically buy an item that is more expensive than you can afford. He'll be doing that to purchase the bottomless box, which we'll be using for glitches later on involving Framped. And I'm not sure what Dark One's going to be doing, but I assume that he'll be either doing lower undead Berg skip or going to the merchant.
Well, we already saw him actually level up, which is not something you usually see in speedruns. Not very many people actually level up on the first bonfire, but he already leveled up 10 dexterity, so I expect him to need it for something.
I used to do it in Sortal Mage, and I got you probably still do. You do one level. I don't know why though. That's for sure. SappyOak's heading towards Taurus Demon. He's picking up the gold pine resin to apply to his bandit knife to make the Taurus fight a little bit easier. Two-wheel Drake sword, yes, Regal, thank you. We see Dark One purchasing. Let's see, short bow, shield, arrow, 4 arrows.
The safety force
And
arrow.
we see there's the prompt swap glitch that involves using the mouse. So we saw Dark One actually use it there. And he's gonna kill the merchant, while Sappy is killing Taurus. Not a bad fight. The bandit knife has kind of terrible range, so sometimes you can get outspaced by Taurus Demon,
But it does have bleed in it at least. That's something.
Yep. So bleed plus the lightning buff that you got from GPR makes
Here
Taurus
we will
pretty
see
easy.
another encounter with a wyvern, which is not actually a boss, but we do need to at least get her tail.
Yep. So while SappyOak's cutting that tail, Dark One is doing lower undead Berg skip here. There are plenty ways to jump down into this later area in the game. This time, Dark One's doing it to free Griggs, I imagine, so he's going to be getting access to Fall Control, BDR, which is Bellowing Dragon Crest Ring, so he'll be using Sorcery this run for sure. SappyOak will be as well, but he doesn't need to free Griggs, only Logan, which makes it not required to have to do Undead Berg skip until later on in the run, and it's not for Griggs at all.
Oh, we saw Dark One just quit out in front of that door because the dogs actually chase you and it's very hard to deal with them. And in this game, if you quit out, all the enemy position restores to neutral, so it's actually very useful. It's kind of bad for RTA strats because it's very long, but it is very useful.
And here's Sen's Gate skip coming up from SappyOak. Basically, when you riposte, I'm sure a lot of you have seen it already, but when you riposte in this game, you can get pushed back a couple of units or something like that. And if you do it in the correct position, you can hit the death plane, the death cam trigger, but you could avoid the death plane, which allows you to get this top-down view of the camera, which makes the game think that you're about to die, which is, it's only for cinematic effect that it's doing this. But you never actually die, which is not supposed to happen in any casual run. And in this state, assets to the game they load later, and it allows you to jump into Sen's Fortress without ringing the 2 bells. And Sappy, that was scary. I thought I saw a hollow run down there, so I was worried he was going to get blocked.
Made it in the nick of time.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Sappy can just jump into Sen's Fortress without ringing the 2 bells of awakening here. We'll still ring the 2 bells of awakening because we need to awake Framped, but it allows us to get to Anorlando earlier, and it ends up saving time. Dark One looks like he got a black screen. I don't know what's going on with him.
Monka Giga. You think he crashed, maybe?
Yeah, I probably got a game crash, I guess.
I'm not sure. Maybe his feed just stopped. Maybe he's doing legendary force quick.
Maybe we're seeing legendary RNG manipulation for Taurus.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know. SappyOak's going to be, he move swapped here. I'll explain that later. He's going to be trying to use this snake to break the wall, and there we go.
No.
Hopefully the snake doesn't run here because he didn't do the 2 spin strat. But he's going to try to free Logan and then speak to him. Yeah, this snake is kind of terrible. Let's see, maybe he can just, like, figure out something to do. Oh, he's doing some parkour. Hopefully Logan doesn't die. He needs to talk to Logan once before he's fully freed. And, okay, I think he's fine. That was some pretty scary stuff. We have another snake here who's just like, hi, I came down to see what's up, but Sappy doesn't really care. And here's another snake. Feels good, man.
And the boulder takes care of the snake.
Yeah, and so Dark One actually got the soft lock there. If you have your menu open while the victory achieved menu pops up, your menu is stuck in the open state. So that time Dark One quit out for that reason to revert that, but I don't know why he quit out the first time.
I hope he's actually seen it happen before, because imagine on your first race, like, I mean, on a race, just something happened for the first time like that.
Yeah, you think
you
you'd
don't
have
know
to
what to
DNF.
do.
Yeah. Ooh, that may be the first time we've seen that in the tournament. That usually happens on Iron Golem during like No Wrong Warp or something when you're switching to the GCS.
It could happen on Blighttown as well, because you sometimes equip things while you get into Blighttown. But yeah, it's like
yeah.
2 times he had to close his game already. We'll see if he'll close it again at some point.
So, if you look at SappyOak right now, he's actually two-handing the Drake Sword in his left hand, and then on his right hand, he still has the Rapier equipped. So, that's move swap. The only weapon that you can two-hand in your left hand is the bow. So you can queue up two-handing by, so for example, jumping and then queuing up the two-handing action for your bow. So that's what Sappy did. But before he finished jumping and before the two-hand actually occurred, he swapped the bow with the Drake Sword. And that confuses the game. It allows him to two-hand the Drake Sword in place of the bow in his left hand. This makes your running, rolling, and plunging attacks have their data be taken from the rapier. So a running attack is like a double hit, because that's what it is when you're holding the rapier, instead of a regular Drake Sword running attack. So it makes these weapons very powerful that are normally not supposed to have double hits, like the Drake Sword and later on the Dragon Tooth. Here's Iron Golem. Insane third attack. Iron Golem's a pretty tough boss, because it is pretty precise to hit these legs correctly, or to hit under his legs correctly. But SappyOak managed it pretty well. It wasn't optimal, so to speak, because he was a little bit off with that third attack, but it's not a big deal. Didn't lose that much time.
It was a little bit of a scary fight at the end, but he pulled it through. He had to dodge one attack.
Oh my gosh. Insane block
Damn.
by those hollows.
So Dark One is actually gonna go kill gargoyles now, right?
Yep.
Yeah, most runners prefer to kill gargoyles later in the game because it's a very early game boss, so if you come to the boss fight with late game weapons, he dies very quickly. But Dark One is actually gonna try to kill them early with the help of the gold pine resin, I imagine.
Ooh. Okay, Sappy should not have done that. He just used the core there. He should have duped it. Yeah, he's supposed to dupe it because you need the core later on, unless he's not doing the dusk method for getting his scales.
We're having a bit of trouble with the gargoyle fight.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we do have heals.
Oh, well, you pop Soul Small, but you need Core of Iron Golem for. Okay, whatever. You guys know better than I do, to be honest. So never mind. Although I think he did try to dupe the soul and it just didn't work, so he used it. You're looking at... Ooh, and Dark One actually died to fire there.
Yeah, almost had the first gargoyle, but unfortunate attack.
Well, I imagine, and someone correct me if I'm wrong here, the reason why he's doing Pyromancer is because is so that he can do Homeward Wrong Warps. But it might... Oh no, it may also just be because of air rolls. Not entirely sure. We see SappyOak heading to Dark Moon Tomb. This will be later on so that he can fight Priscilla and Gwendolyn. He's gonna pick up the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn here, which is gonna allow him to do a glitch later on called Equip Slot Manipulation, which will let him pick up RTSR. Well, make RTSR artificially. No natural flavors added. Let's see, maybe Dark One will have a bit more luck. Hollow Room is a little bit ruder to him. But he made it through.
Yeah, he does still have the last piece of resin, so he should be able to kill the boss with it, hopefully.
Yeah, we'll just hope that he doesn't die again, because then he'll have no more left. But I'm sure he knows a backup.
I mean, the backup is just kills him without resin, I imagine.
Without it, I guess, yeah. SappyOak's going to try to quit out here. So he quit out before the elevator there actually went to its top state. And so quitting out actually resets the elevator back to its downward position. But SappyOak still had his position stored before he quit out on the top level. So later on, when he warps back to Darkmoon Tomb to get to fight Priscilla, for example, the stairs will be there for him to walk up again without having to call them back down. It saves a lot of time IGT, a little less time RTA, but it's still good.
We see Dark One doing something not many people do. He actually tried to fight both gargoyles at the same time. He switched from one to another and ended up just fighting both of them, so that's kind of bad. And he'll have to refight gargoyles again.
Without the resin.
Yeah, the resin, it's not that important, but it does add a little bit of damage.
Oh, he's probably going to get RTSR now, I'd imagine. Or he's just switching it up.
Well, it does make sense if you not feeling some boss, you can actually just skip it and come back later.
Yeah.
Honestly, not sure why does he go there in the first place. I'm not sure if he just trying to skip Sense Gate skip or something like legendary Sense Gate skip. Because you might as well do gargoyles later.
He's a very original runner. He just likes doing what he likes to do. So
He can pick up Soul and Emil Soldier. I wonder why.
Because he probably lost his souls, so he probably needs. But
Well, anyways, on the SappyOak kind of things, we see him actually already in Anor Londo, and he's going to pick up the major weapon of the game, the Dragon Tooth. It's very strong, very useful. Gonna use it for the rest of the game. There we go.
insane item dupe. We'll see. Maybe Dark One does pick up the ass, or sorry, the straight sword. No, he picks up the Dragon Crest shield, but not the sword. He actually skips the sword out of anything. Yeah, sorry, language. So SappyOak ended up. Yep. SappyOak took the bonfire here because ONS is a very random fight. We haven't seen any runner except for Catalyst skip it in this tournament, so everyone's gonna do it. He gets the mediocre opening for ONS, but it's okay because he's been practicing this while we were testing audio, so he knows what to do. He's gonna get a really good Ornstein punish here. He's actually gonna get a really good one. Smo's not gonna shovel, but he did jump back, so that's gonna be unfortunate. So Ornstein actually got caught in between the pillar and Smo as well, and now Smo's gonna shovel. He's gonna wait for the worst time to do it, and he gets hit. That's probably the worst way you can get hit by Ornstein. He kind of jumps back, and then, ooh, okay, let's hope he can maybe salvage this. This is like third shovel in a row from Smo, and then Ornstein's just gonna sit here and do lightning attacks, and he made it work.
Insane play-by-play by Ike.
Yeah. I've been through it too many times. I just live vicariously through these.
Thankfully, second phase is a little bit easier with Dragon Tooth because you can just unlock the boss.
And meanwhile, we're
seeing TSR is a bit lackluster for damage, but at least you do have this ability to tank a hit, which did save him this one time.
Yes, Regal, sit down. Yes, yes, we know. Those are a lot of souls in Dark One's inventory. He picked up Dark One picked up the Grass Crush shield. It helps you regen. It increases your stamina regen as long as you have it equipped. I don't know. Did he pick up our TSR? I don't think he did. Oh no, maybe he did because he got hit by the Black Knight. I don't know. We're gonna see Sappy level up 15 intelligence so that he could talk to Logan, and he'll go to Firelink and move on to Gargoyles now.
Yes, Logan doesn't even talk to you without intelligence. Very rude person.
Seeing some feels no wrong warp routes, man, from Dark One. This is the exact route you would take if you're doing that route. So I guess he's gonna talk to Andre and maybe buy the battle axe. I don't know.
He has both the East-West shield and Dragon Crest shield. All right.
Yeah, and Grass Crest shields.
He has like 3 shields in his
3
inventory right
shields.
now.
Well, the Dragon
Actually,
Crest shield is
4
probably
shields.
for
He
Gwyn.
also has the starting shield for Pyromancer. He has
Insane.
it's like the shield master. I'm not sure why does he need so many shields.
Well, the Dragon Crest is probably for Gwyn, but
if he doesn't use Artisar, why bother?
he
We'll
might
see.
do ESM.
We'll see.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah.
This is the fun part of this whole thing
Yeah.
because you don't know what he's gonna do. Like you never know.
So I think we actually hear Sappy.
Yeah,
mic.
interestingly enough, he told us he muted his microphone, but he actually did not. Because I can still hear him.
Because we heard him react to that Hollow Room death.
It's even better that way. Let's not tell him.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it's not cumbersome or anything like that.
Yeah, the stream doesn't hear it, only us can hear it because we're actually watching his feed, I imagine.
Yeah, that's fair. It's what happened with me. Dark One finally doing SGS. Meanwhile, Sappy died to Hollow Room. I mean, we saw it was getting kind of...
Yeah, Hollow Room hasn't been kind to both runners, but
Yeah.
Dark One actually managed to get through with his crazy shield strategies. Let's see if Sappy can make it.
I would just block these hollows. I don't know what he's trying to be too risky about, but there we go.
Nice. Regal actually saying he's actually capturing from his feed, but you don't hear him because we do for some reason.
The thing you saw SappyOak do there is he move swapped using the ladder, climbing off the ladder animation. Okay, we definitely heard him say that's really annoying on the Hollow Room death there. I wasn't hearing things, I promise.
I'm gonna add some flavor. Sword commentator, basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually, well noted that he did do the ladder move swap, which is pretty interesting, and not many people even bother to do it. But you don't really often get to showcase it. Only if you move swap gargoyles, pretty much.
Well, it's faster. It's very common in this route.
It's also cool. It's really cool to do it.
It is easier. The speed is easier, but you could also, if you start move swapping too early, you get a too fast move swap. Dark One's talking to Petrus here. I don't know how to explain Homeward Wrong Warp, but basically you warp to default locations using it, and to do the Homeward Wrong Warp, you need to purchase Homeward, and I think you need to accumulate some faith as well, so that's why he's talking to Petrus. Otherwise, we would probably kill Petrus now, but I mean, he's kind of valuable to us.
I could probably explain it if he does it, because I actually run Homeward Wrong Warp.
Yeah, go for it.
It's a little bit unfortunate, because it's not a route you want to do. But I did dabble into it. We'll see. He actually does attune Homeward right now, so he's going to warp at some point soon.
SappyOak's picking up the Sorcerer's Catalyst, which is going to be the main catalyst of the game that he picks up from Rickert, which is most convenient to get. And the other catalysts aren't strong enough, or they're very slow for what we're trying to do. The main reason we use Sorcery is to kill Calamite without having to talk to Go, and it saves a lot of time in the DLC.
I mean, Sorcery is pretty strong regardless of Calamite. You would also use it for many other bosses.
1 king. And we'll see a fall damage cancel here from SappyOak. When you slide
Hopefully.
down a slope, yeah, when you slide down a slope and land on flat ground, the fall damage is a little bit delayed to you. If you plunge on a slope, the game thinks you've landed earlier than you did, so you can roll earlier than you're supposed to land to avoid fall damage. So you can essentially iframe fall damage with your rolls, which is what Sappy did on
Nice.
both of these. That was
First
actually
try.
very clean, yeah.
Yeah, God Gamer.
Yep, and so we see people like Ayame being very happy that he made it. He didn't curse Sappy with his run from yesterday, and that's very inspiring. Taking
That
notes,
one is
yeah.
redoing SGS. You see what happened to him?
Did he die to... Well, he did SGS, picked up the soul, quit out, and then... Did he die? I don't remember.
I mean, I'm not even sure what's going on
I don't
anymore.
know. Yeah. I'm
You
getting
never
very
know.
confused, yeah. Maybe someone can tell us what happened while SappyOak tries to kill Quaylag.
I mean, it's insane commentary bias. We're just watching SappyOak right now. We don't know
Yeah.
what's happening on the
Yeah.
Dark One stream.
That was a very unfavorable turn from Quaylag right there. And he's going to get an explosion too. Oh, he's going to go for it, but that was the riskiest thing I've seen in this race so far.
Wow. Is it even riskier than not taking an S bonfire? I wouldn't think so. His Legend Dark One.
Well, he did. He was. Sappy was trying to hit Quaylag in the, basically in her butt. Oh, maybe that's what happened to Dark One. First time. And if you hit her in the correct place, it interrupts her any other attack that she's doing, so it can interrupt her explosion channeling, for example. But SappyOak unfortunately ran into her legs and didn't hit the right place. So the explosion went through and Sappy died. But it's all right.
Stagger her? I didn't know you could stagger her if you hit her butt.
Well, you can't stagger her, but you can force out the fire butt attack, and it overlaps with the explosion attack, so you don't have to step away from her. Oh, we see Dark One also. Dark One's gonna try to free Logan, but he needs to wait for this snake to do the proper attack to break the wall. And there we go! Oh, he died! No!
Yeah, that was so weird. The snake barely got it on the last hit.
That was what happened to Newbie yesterday. Yeah. And he has to go back, and the wall's going to be fixed again. So I mean, he'll have to go there. I don't think he got the Lloyd's Talisman. He doesn't have any plans to go to the Mimic. His plan is to free Logan, and then probably yeah. I guess you're asking. Yeah, maybe he'll use Pyromancy to kill Iron Golem. I'm not sure. Yeah, Sappy got
They're asking us if you know what is his plan. We really don't. His plan is to win this race somehow.
Yeah, so Sappy actually getting plunges twice in a row. Maybe he can get a better Quaylag this time, though. We'll see.
Sure, you missed a hit, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's going a bit too far back.
This time
there's the butt attack.
Careful.
There's the butt attack that he was trying to do when Quaylag was trying to do the explosion. That is way too far back to, and of course he got hit by that. You're supposed to take a little bit of a sharper angle there to avoid that attack, but I saw that coming from a mile away, but that's because I've gotten hit by it before. So, and Dark One.
And we see Dark One dying to SGS, which is possible.
Oh, so we see Sappy trying to kill the Crestfallen, and he does. That feels bad, man. I don't know why he did that. That was kind of rude.
He's just doing it to equalize the murder count with Dark One, because Dark One kills the merchant. He's just gonna kill the Crestfallen guy.
So the reason why Dark One died there was because, remember, I mentioned how you can hit the death cam trigger while avoiding the death plane. Dark One was a bit too low on the stairs, so he ended up hitting the death trigger. And so it killed him.
This is like the 5th time or something I see him take this elevator.
Yeah. And he's just kind of toggling the shields here, exercising his arms.
He has both shields equipped at the same time.
Yeah,
How tough
I have
is
a
that?
feeling move swapping is going to be hard for him with this kind of inventory weight. We'll see.
Maybe it's gonna be easier because more weight, easier move swap.
Who was I think we saw Static fail move swaps several times because he had the GCS equipped. Um, Meanwhile, we have QQ kind of well, he's not bragging, but he's talking about Smash tournaments. So QQ is a Smash tournament at heart. Um, and we
Oh
see
no.
Sappy unfortunately fail
Let's just
for
hope
the
it's not
third
an
time.
infinite fall because that might happen.
I
If
hope
that's an
not.
infinite fall, Sappy's gonna. Oh
Oh,
my.
that's
That's
interesting.
worse than an infinite
He
fall. But he
hasn't.
could maybe salvage it.
No,
Let's
he
see.
can't. Oh, slow quit out? Yeah.
Poggers?
He'll spawn on the bottom now, probably.
I hope so.
Sappy the insane thinking on the
Damn.
feet back up.
Damn. Look at that.
um, so I mean that's a that's a slope quit out. So I mentioned the damage being delayed to you. So what Sappy did is he fell on flat ground and then quit out before that damage was dealt to him. So his position was stored where he fell, but he didn't take any damage, and that's a
Yeah,
slope quit out.
we were supposed to speak about that when they would be doing seal skip, but SappyOak found a way to showcase it a little bit earlier.
Yeah,
We'll
now
see
we
it
need
again later.
Dark One's struggling in sense. He's gotten hit by pendulums and now snakes.
Snakes? How do you get hit by snakes? Those guys are AFK.
They can run and kill you sometimes. I've gotten memed where they jump across the room after you spawn in from Sense Gate skip.
How do you deal with this poison in this route? You just don't? You don't
And you
care?
just yeah, you're only
Okay.
poisoned for this time for this part.
Okay, let's see.
This
Third
is
try.
he actually got a very
Right.
good attack this time, so I have a feeling that it's gonna be. Oh my God! He got the explosion. He missed the butt attack again, but I thought he actually hit it that time.
He got
Oh
stuck
my
in the leg.
gosh!
I can definitely hear his controller right now. Like, Sappy is having trouble.
Yeah, we're seeing both runners kind of get stuck here, but I'm very confused about why that didn't. Like if that had happened on my stream, I would have been malding because that was. I'm very confused on why she still managed to do the explosion. Um, we'll see plunges for a fourth time, so Ayame getting a lesson here, I guess. You mauled for way less than. Oh, I never said I mauled. That's like the maximum that I mauled for. I mauled for anything.
Oh,
I've gotten better in the past. I've gotten way better
remember
at it.
2019 Ake Poggers?
Yeah, we streamed for 7 to 9 hours, no wrong warp, just dying to
No,
Black Knight.
2019 was 80%. That's even worse.
Oh yeah, any percent remastered. Yeah, it was great.
Let's take a look at the plungers again. Oh wow, nice
Yeah.
unequip.
Yeah. Remap what? Yeah, I don't know. These are really good plunges from Sappy.
Yeah, he even salvaged a seemingly unsalvageable one somehow.
Yeah, he got an infinite fall and then fell on a plank. I just
Didn't even
don't.
know you could do that. Like
I
that's
didn't know either.
crazy.
Yeah.
Actually, we see Dark One picking up the 8K soul. It's almost like he's playing remaster at this point. He's gonna dupe all the souls, but he can't do it in this game.
We'll see.
Do you think he's gonna do Fram duping
Yes.
for the 8K soul?
Could be. He's going to the Crestfallen Merchant now. I'm curious to see what he'll pick up. Probably Green Blossom. Oh yeah, he doesn't have enough souls, so he's gonna be. He's doing quantity storage now. Actually, looks like he's
don't
gonna
think
be
he's
buying. Yeah, he messed it up. I think. I'm not sure what he's trying to do. Meanwhile, maybe Sappy can get it. Let's see. Okay, there's the butt attack, but I didn't think he hit him in the butt. Oh! Oh my God! And we hear Sappy say some expletive words.
Okay, I think we're seeing Sappy lose his sanity in real time.
Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is like unfortunate. I don't even. Yeah, I guess he wasn't close enough to Quelaag um, to have her not hit him. Um, I missed what Dark One did, but I assume he's trying to do quantity storage now. But he hasn't stored a quantity, so I guess he's doing 99 firebombs here. Except it's not working for him. I guess he's not actually using the bone. I don't know why he's quitting out though. He doesn't need to quit out if he hasn't. He probably thinks he needs to restore the quantity. Basically, what you do when you do this glitch is you try to load a quantity into the memory. So that's usually 99 here. So I think he bought 99 firebombs, I believe. If he gets QS with the value stored, surely you just buy 0. Yeah, I'm not sure what he did, to be honest.
I'm not sure he intended to teleport. I think he messed up.
Oh no, Sappy got the meme plunge.
Interestingly enough, Dark One probably thinks he's so far behind right now, but he's really not.
Oh, Dark One actually messed up. He said, yeah, oops in the chat. So I think he didn't realize that when you use quantity storage, you end up using the thing that you use to have the yes no prompt appear if you press yes. So he ended up using the bone. And so he ended up warping back to Firelink, and now he has to do SGS again.
That's what I mean. He's talking in chat like he wants to forfeit or something, but he's really no reason
Don't
to
forfeit
because
it.
it's only a little bit of a difference between them at this point. Because Sappy has died so many times as well.
Yeah, and the other thing is he probably needed that homeward bone as well. So he has to go
No,
get the bone from the elevator.
thankfully,
We'll
there's
see.
many backups for that at least.
Yeah, I just
And
hope
he does
Sappy
pick up
isn't
the
hitting.
Lloyd talisman this time around.
Yeah, maybe
Did
he's
he
gonna.
intend to?
He's probably gonna do some mimic memes. Sappy did not jump there, unfortunately. What happened with Sappy last time is he landed on what I think is a pixel of flat land, of flat ground, while he was sliding down the slope there. And so when he tried to plunge, the game took it as him trying to R1, and there he rolled too early. Oof. Both runners hitting a wall, we'll say. And this is the reality of being in a race. Sometimes you're just nervous. Sometimes the game just isn't working for you. Sometimes you're just not playing well for whatever reason. But you get through it, and we believe in both these runners, and I think the chat does too, because everyone's chanting for him. I would chat, but I don't have the chat open. So, Peepo, what is that? Peepo chant? Peepo cheer for both Dark One and Sappy. Dark Oak. Insane race. It's a pretty edgelord name, if I do say so myself. Yes, Sappy one. That doesn't work.
I almost thought he's gonna leave with the elevator. That would have been pretty bad.
Very frustrating. At this rate, we should just do Blighttown skip. We see SGS coming out for it's like the 4th time, I believe. That's too far away. This is too low. Yeah.
Don't think he has much experience with backup SGS because he keeps trying the very low position.
He's also doing fist SGS, which I guess doesn't matter when he doesn't need to take a bonfire. But it sucks when he gets all the way back to Firelink. What I would almost do, and I'm not sure if he could do this, is I would think about taking the Parish bonfire. Oh, and SappyOak grows early again. Oh my god.
Yes, this is becoming a
This
race
is
of who
unfortunate.
forfeits
Yeah,
first.
this. No. I feel so sad for because both of these runners are so good. It's just they're just hitting either mental blocks or I don't know.
Yeah, who's
Yeah,
our
this.
next boss?
How
Let's do
long
a
until...
let's do a prediction in chat. Who do you think is gonna kill a boss first? Fortunately, I don't think we can do that, but imagine. Yeah, Dark Sap is whatever's happening in SappyOak's mind right now. He's been molding pretty hard, even after his short death. This is, I believe, his sixth death at
I
this
feel
point.
like I'm watching my own stream. I feel so bad for him.
Yeah, in this game, obviously, the more you mess up, the more likely you are to mess up, because the mental fortitude just isn't there anymore. So both of these runners really need a win right now. They both need something to go well for them.
And Sappy quit out there. I think that would have worked, but I think he was feeling hesitant on the positioning of the plunge, and that's totally fine. He wants to make sure that he gets this correctly. Um, he could also just start taking the water wheel.
At this point,
There we go. Yeah, so before there, Sappy was rolling a bit too early. He needs to roll at the right time when the fall damage would be dealt to him. And so with all these plunges, if you roll too early, you end up dying. And it's a little bit hard, actually. It's harder than it seems, because sometimes it looks like you've landed already, and it's hard to know exactly when the game's gonna
yeah, we
roll
might actually
forward.
see a Kulak fight again, so hopefully a victory. Because if not, then Darkman might beat him to the next boss with his Iron Golem fight. What do you think is he gonna use for his Iron Golem? Because he has quite a bit of weapons in his inventory.
Let's see, but did he already free Logan?
He did? I think he talked to him, yes.
Oh, yeah, he might use a lightning spear, because he got the Lloyd's talisman. And that's a yes.
He's going back to the merchant or whatever.
Quaylag's not being nice. I would not fight her
Oh.
on the slope here, though.
He's doing that.
That's okay, yeah. He's getting a turning Quaylag, but it will probably work. He just needs one more. Oh, he actually missed
He
an
misses.
attack. But that's fine. There we go.
Poggers.
SappyOak getting past Quaylag.
We got her.
And meanwhile, we have Dark One getting the lightning spear too. So both runners finally making progress, getting past their mental block, so to speak. And we can see Sappy. We'll see how he treats Angi. He either kills him or kicks him. Seeing as he has the fire bombs out, I think he's gonna try and kill him, which is sad. So far, only me and myself and Red are the ones who want to keep Angi alive, it seems. It's the only reason why my run was as good as it was, because I let this guy live. And Sappy's going to be placing the Quaylag Soul and the arrow in his bottomless box. He'll be using both for quantity storage, which we saw Dark One use earlier. Quantity storage is basically opening up two menus at the same time to access a memory, a quantity that's stored in your memory. To store a certain quantity, you can either go through a loading screen, so that's why Dark One was quitting out, to store 99. And that's what's stored in SappyOak's quantity right now from warping to Firelink. Or you can view 999 of something, or however much you have of an item to store that quantity. So later on, Sappy will be attempting to drop 999 arrows, and even here actually, he'll be using this to get 999 wooden arrows, and he'll be looking at that quantity before he does the dupe to have 999 Quaylag souls either time. The other thing that's going on here is a kind of it's an underflow, I believe, where if you sell more of an item than you have, the game thinks that you should have as much as the item as you're trying to sell, and so the game just automatically dupes as much as you need. So that's why Sappy was able to get 999 wooden arrows, because he only had one arrow, but he had a quantity stored of 99, so the game got confused.
Meanwhile, we have an Iron Golem fight, which is a little bit scary.
Yeah, he's actually taking quite a few hits.
He's done a lot of damage to his legs, but not all of those hits were actually in the correct place.
Oh, and he got 2 kicks there, actually. I don't...
Wow.
I don't think he took the bonfire.
How do you even get 2 kicks?
Yeah, that was unfortunate. I'm not sure.
Because to get 2 kicks, you have to press forward, then stop pressing forward, then press forward again.
Sappy actually also used quantity storage to buy 4 soul spears, and then he bought 1 homing soul mass normally. He's going to be using all the souls he got from Framtier to level up as much as he needs to, mainly 99 intelligence. And he'll attune all the spells he needs as he moves on to Stray Demon. Stray Demon used to be a really slow fight back when we fought him with DT plus 0, but now that we have Sorcery, it's not that bad. In fact, it's very fast. Let's see,
I'm not
we'll be
sure.
seeing some
Dark
shield
one, oh,
grab.
he's going back. Look at that. He's going back with the gargoyles.
He's going to be trying Gargoyles, yeah.
His gargoyles stopped him before, but now he has a spear.
The trusty Lightning Spear. And he
Do you
has
think he's
GCSs.
do you think he's ever done gargoyles with a spear before? Because that's not something you would do.
I killed Gargoyles with a spear in my first playthrough.
I mean, it might be his first time actually doing that.
Let's see. I can wait. We can watch Dark One freely as SappyOak is just waiting for the crow
Teleportation to happen.
Ooh, tail attack. Kind of sucky.
Wow, I didn't even know they had a tail attack. What the hell?
Yeah. Oh, insane strafes. I'm gonna have to figure out how to strafe hollows in that area. Anyway, here's Stray Demon. If he's lucky, he'll be able to just kind of sit there and shoot Stray Demon with Pew Pew. And that is going to work. He does have to move a little bit for this butt slam here, but it shouldn't be too bad. And then the other thing is, if he does this attack, he's not doing it, is SappyOak could easily block that attack with that AoE with the shield. And it ends up saving a lot of time. This is a weird position. Okay, so he's actually using the shield strat for that. That's totally fair. And that was a fairly okay stray fight. Certainly a lot faster than any DT plus 0 stray fight, that's for sure.
You do see both of the runners getting past the bosses that they try to kill. But Dark One still needs to do SGS another time.
I think he's actually mid-rolling there.
Maybe he's gonna go
Yeah.
kill Quillag now, and then he doesn't have to do SGS.
Yeah, we'll see. It's very possible he just won't be doing SGS. He's actually thinking about what to do now. He's considering going to SGS, or he's considering going to Quailag, and he's going to pick Quailag.
Nice.
You saw
Quillag
some...
with the spear. Do you think he has any experience?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. He could also use Pyromancy for...
Oh, he might.
Oh,
not go
never
for
mind.
the-
No, he wouldn't.
He might just be going for the Lothric kill.
He'll be going for the Ring of Favor and Protection, yeah. Which SappyOak did not pick up, but he did kill Lothric. Main reason we kill Lothric in SappyOak's route, at least, is to be able to use the Firelink Bonfire in the late game. Because otherwise, after you ring the second bell, Lothric would kill the Firekeeper in Firelink, and you wouldn't be able to use the Bonfire in Firelink.
We do see Sappy going for the Painted World to kill the only boss of that place.
Yep, and he'll be using Sorcery for this as well.
Is he gonna pick up the Soapstone?
Yes, he will.
Nice.
Oh god, I have to explain my glitch. Okay. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, that's all on you, bro. I wouldn't know.
Dark One did it to him homeward, yes.
Have we seen any home warps yet? I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Let's see how Dark One deals with the Blight Town plunges. Is he gonna do them?
We see SappyOak picking up the Dragon Tooth here, so I think he's gonna try to strafe the crows, which is really good. And then also use the plunge here. He's gonna plunge on this this edge of the castle that he's kind of on, and he'll be able to get a roll to iframe the fall damage right here. So that was
Nice.
very well done. Sometimes sometimes you could fall on top of a hollow there, and it kills you. But if you strafe the crows, there's a lower chance of it happening anyway. So that was very well done by Sappy.
So we do see Dark One taking the Water Wheel. So he's taking the safe approach to Quillag. And we also see Dark One running with some of his armor equipped. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, I mean, he's still quick rolling, but there are sub-tiers of fast rolls, for example, and most runners don't have any armor on unless they need to do it for an RTSR setup, so that they can roll as fast as they can. Here is Priscilla. SappyOak's going to attack her with an arrow to be able to see her if she has a bad spawn. He's also going to repair a homing soul mass, and that was a really good spawn. Wow, except he did miss one. He missed, but and he's gonna try to shoot an arrow again. Feels bad. Generally a much easier fight than DT Priscilla, though.
Is this a new development? Because I think I've seen you fight her with DT.
Oh yeah, you use magic for Stray, Priscilla, and Hydra now.
Wow, the damage of this sphere.
Not very good, but
This is gonna take a while. I'm not sure. Is he supposed to be doing this, or is he just doing it because? He wants
probably
to keep
not.
his
For all I know, he was probably supposed to come back here when he had the DT. This is definitely not supposed to be how it goes. But...
like worse than handbags, I think.
All right. Meanwhile, SappyOak's doing quantity storage to buy. Well, he stored 999 by trying to drop 999 arrows. He's going to be buying 999 pikes. He's also going to be buying a tower kite shield and the crest of Artorias. But the main reason why he's buying 999 pikes is so that it crams him. Pikes are very, very heavy, so if you buy 999 of them, you're basically at the maximum equipment weight that you have. And in this state, if you try to... It's a leftover mechanic from Demon Souls. If you try to unequip this ring that he has, the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn here, while he's stuck in an action, you're going to get this dialogue box, and it allows you to equip slots and equip weapons in invalid slots. So he actually equipped the Red Sign Soapstone, which he picked up in Painted World, in his adjacent ring slot, or his ring slot adjacent to Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. And for whatever reason, the Red Sign Soapstone happens to share the same item ID with the Red Tearstone ring, and so the game thinks he has the Red Tearstone ring on now. And that saves time because he doesn't have to actually pick up Red Tearstone ring from Valley of the Drakes. I imagine we'll be seeing that from Dark One if we do see RTSR at all, but I'm not entirely sure yet. We'll see what he's doing. He's getting some kicks here, but it's okay. Quailag's trying to be as nice as possible. There's the explosion, but it's okay. Meanwhile, Sappy's taking the bonfire. He'll be heading towards Hydra now. So, to answer Zellison's question on if we're going to see IGT strats, quitting out on the crest door opening was technically an IGT strat. RTA, it would probably be faster to open the door and then kill the trees that would block the bonfire otherwise with your spells. But we saw on, for example, Mario's race, or Mario's race with Catalyst, rather, that it doesn't always work, and sometimes you get memed and you lose a lot more time than you would have if you had just quit out. Oh, more strat terrorism, sorry. I haven't shown my true trap card yet, and that is to advocate for DT Sif. So, I'm trying to hold my tongue there. But
I
yeah.
don't even run the game, but I don't want to advocate for DT Sif.
Beautiful. Imagine doing Magic Sif. Terrible. Ooh, he actually missed the spear there. SappyOak doesn't die, though, because he has the shield equipped. So it's okay. But sometimes hitting these heads can be a little bit tough. There's the second one. He needs one more.
Yeah, it's a little bit hard to keep track of what's happening in both streams, because it's such different routes so far.
Apparently, Nax timed not quitting out on the crest door, and just quit out, guys. Just quit out. Alright, so finally we see Dark One going through Quailag. Did he ring the bell?
I mean, I would think so. Why else would he go there?
I don't know. Well, I mean, because it's all bosses, but I don't know. He did ring the bell, okay. What was that? Someone just breathing. Was that you?
No.
Okay, I don't know what's going on.
It's probably still Sappy.
It's probably Sappy getting very nervous for this golem here.
Yeah, it is Sappy. I can hear him now. It's having a little bit of.
So he's spawning pretty close to the golem here. Oh, okay, he managed to make it work. And so he has to talk to Dusk here. So now that he rescued Dusk, he needs to go back to the other side of this lake to summon Dusk. He'll be buying Hidden Body, and then he'll be using quantity storage to buy 999 Ulasil Ivory Catalysts. And then he's going to be using the very glitch that he discovered in this damn game called negative duping. So props to him. He would be able to explain it better than I can right now. Negative duping is essentially the game casually you're only supposed to have one of each weapon in this game. So when you try to buy an item, to make sure that you're not getting more than one item, more than one of the same item, the game does a calculation, which is the maximum amount of one weapon that you can have, which is always going to be one, minus the amount that you have. So that if you already have the weapon, the calculation goes to 0, and then the game concludes you could buy 0 of that weapon. But with this quantity storage glitch, you can buy 999 of one weapon, and so the game will do 1 minus 999, or it's actually 1 minus 998 because he used 1 arrow to shoot Priscilla. But the point's the same. He's going to be storing a negative value in his quantity, and then by opening 2 menus at the same time with this brightness menu, he can drop negative 997 of an item of his choice. So he drops negative 997 dragon scales to dupe dragon scales up to 998 because he already had one in his inventory. So now he has enough dragon scales to upgrade his dragon tooth to +5, and SappyOak will be doing butterfly now. If you see him do Priscilla souls, then that's really good because he'll be doing DT Sif. But if he's not doing Priscilla souls, then he's giving into the pressure, so to speak, of the community who wants him to do magic Sif. But it looks like I'm in the minority there, so I'll just shut up.
All right.
So we did actually see Dark One leveling up. I mean, not leveling up so far, but he did dupe his souls.
Yeah, he's not gonna Logan and Griggs here.
I will stay here for
Ooh, I think he missed one of the homing the soul masses on that butterfly, but it's okay.
Well, Butterfly is a very easy boss, really easy to kill. Dies very fast.
Dark One's leveling up quite a bit of attunement.
Interesting. He's not doing the mouse level up strat, which
He's not
can
doing
be
the
pretty handy for this. Because when you need to level up a lot of levels at the same time, you might as well use the mouse. Only 18 endurance, wow. He's not getting any dexterity either, which is usually what people do want to get dexterity.
This are quite a few soul
Wow,
spears.
he has a whole inventory of soul
Yeah.
spears. Wow.
Not as much as Bolt, but I mean it's a lot. Sappy on the other hand took a hit on purpose from one of these Forest Covenant Knights, so he can get into RTSR range. In this game, you can use fall damage and getting hit by enemies very reliably to get to a certain amount of HP, so that you can fight bosses with RTSR consistently. So we'll see Magic Sif here, and yeah, Magic Sif is fast. No reason not to do Magic Sif. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully Sappy doesn't run straight into the grave. I don't think he knows. Yeah, he doesn't know that you have to enter this fight from the side, because here you see the homing soul masses hit Sif before they actually fired. And so he was only left with 3 homing soul masses, and he ended up losing time. And we see Sif advocating to actually kill him with DT here, because there have been like 5 soul spears that already phased through him already. But Sappy's going to actually make it work. It's actually, it's okay. It's not the worst thing in the world. And yeah,
Nice.
Pick your poison. And now he'll be heading over to Seath. He equips the Black Separation Crystal for Golas Calamite, which we'll explain later. And Dark One has a lot of HP.
Yeah, he leveled up like 43
Oh,
vitality.
So SappyOak forgot to upgrade to DT +5, I believe. Oh, he doesn't have souls. I heard him just say, "Oh no," yeah.
Well, you can dupe souls, thankfully.
Yeah, he can dupe souls. One thing we haven't really talked about is confirmation box duping, which allows you to... Remember when I spoke about getting stuck in an action for move swap? You can queue up using a soul or using any item that says, "Hey, do you really want to use this item? Yes or no?" You can queue that up by getting stuck in an action, and but before your action ends, so before that prompt is supposed to pop up, you can go into your inventory and manually use something like an Estus flask, and that will instead use and then the prompt will pop up. If you say yes, then at the cost of an Estus Flask, you'll be using a soul. So he ended up duping the Soul of Sif several times, even though he only had one in his inventory. He just used the same one at the cost of however many Estus Flasks he needed.
Nice. We see a backstab boulder strategy.
Yes.
Insane RTA strats. I'm not sure why didn't Darkbond level any dexterity.
Yeah, I don't know. It definitely dexterity increases
It's
cast
nice
time.
to have it. Yes.
Yeah, that's why SappyOak, because the soft cap for, well, it increases your cast time up until level 45 dexterity, so that's why Sappy only went to 45 dexterity before going to Stray Demon. It's also why it doesn't take him much time to cast anything in this.
He also didn't level up endurance much. He's on 18 endurance, so he basically just put everything into life. Which, you know, it makes sense for the race. You don't want to die. If you're not going to be using RTSR, you might as well just go max life.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's not. He might be using RTSR, but
It's just a little bit annoying to have low endurance and low dexterity, especially for the magic route. But at least it's not Dark Souls 3 when you actually need to spend endurance to cast spells or something, right?
SappyOak kills this blue golem, drops the broken pendant, which allows him to get to the DLC later. Because guess what? There are bosses in the DLC, contrary to popular belief. So we have to go there too. And maybe the final showdown between Dark One and Iron Golem is going to be a bit different. He can pick up his souls.
So this is, what, the third time he tries to kill him?
I think
and
so, yeah. And look,
time
it looks like he's going to be he's going to prevail this time.
it's a different weapon every time for him.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
Meanwhile, we see SappyOak doing a very classic skip. It's a little bit of just parkour. If you roll at the correct time off this rail, you can roll onto the second floor or the third floor probably. Yeah, he messed up there, but it's okay.
This skip is usually not too bad to miss, but RTA is pretty bad because every quit out takes a long time, and you have to quit out twice.
Is it? Yeah, it is faster to quit out there, I guess.
I'm not
yeah,
sure.
because
With anybody time, is it faster RTA?
It's like the same. Okay. Well, I mean, he definitely should have healed then after pulling that lever.
Probably not the same if you heal. Well, he doesn't want to heal for mainly drop later, I believe. Because full damage is actually consistent in this game, and it's based on max health, which is pretty good for RTSR setups. But you do need to be at the same value of health in percentage. Let's see if he does ladder skip. No?
No. But we saw Dark One cast fall control for the first time.
He might have to do ladder skip if that hollow keeps shooting him.
Oh, yeah, he'll probably just end up healing. He got hit by the ladder.
How do you set up RTSR now?
If you have full health on DCR and you do manly drop or kitty drop, it takes you down to enough. Provided you take this, yeah, just skip the heal and go for slow quit out. Feels regal marathon, man. What the hell? Anyway, so Dark One, I'm curious to see how many fall control quit outs we'll see from Dark One. One of the good things about this ES Malus route that Sappy's doing is it's very RTA friendly. It was designed way back when for marathon and tournament runs because it doesn't utilize fall control quit outs. Fall control quit outs obviously would make any RTA route really, really slow because you basically quit out to survive many falls using fall control. So Sappy doesn't have to worry about that, but Dark One's route does have it, so I'm curious to see how many times Dark One will use it in this run.
Now we do see him going for the same Tomb Bonfire, I think.
Yep.
But still hasn't killed ONS. And it's been a while since SappyOak killed ONS. It's been like 30 minutes, I think. Maybe more.
Yeah, we have Duck advocating for fall control, but blames me for strat terrorism. There's a time and place for fall control, but not
I think
now.
he's advocating against fall control.
Oh, Duck usually loves fall control, so I'm
Who is
surprised.
winning? We don't know.
We don't know who's winning.
Is still ahead.
Probably, yeah.
He's probably ahead at this point, but it's been a whole roller coaster of a run, basically.
And
We
also
don't
a
even
roller
know what's
coaster of
happening.
emotions.
Yeah.
It looks like SappyOak's back on track, though. I think he's back in the swing of things and everything like that. It's gonna work and everything.
Yeah, his mental fortitude hopefully restored.
Yeah. And now SappyOak is on. He's moving on to the DLC, so he's moving pretty swimmingly now. Hopefully the DLC won't be terrible. Again, after Golos was found, DLCs stopped being terrible because Calamite is not a fight you have to worry about anymore. But, you know, memes can still happen. Guardian can meme you, Artorias can meme you. Manus usually doesn't meme you. He's one of the better bosses in this game, but we'll see.
Well, unless he does some crazy cancels.
Yeah, that could be a meme sometimes, but usually that's because you hit him in the hand.
We will see the third DLC boss shortly. The Guardian. And
Yep.
I'm not sure Sappy is probably not gonna take the bonfire to preserve a key SAR. But it's a little bit scary. It can be scary.
Guardian can definitely meme you with lightning. One thing Sappy has to do here, though, is make sure he picks up that that item set right behind this portal to the DLC, which is smarter than it looks because the interact window for the DLC is so big, but he got it. He'll be using the Crown of Dusk to boost sorcery for Golas, Calamite, and late game areas where Dark Bead really starts to prevail. We see some pretty cursed and concerning emotes in the Speed Souls chat, so I advise everyone to be a little cautious there. You know, use non-concerning emotes. You know, like feel nothing, lol w, stuff like that. Anyway, as I expected, we have some pretty meme guardians here. That's like the fourth lightning so far. We're seeing a Danish or
5
brood
lightnings,
lightning, right?
okay.
Oh, there we go.
What the hell was that strafe? Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't think he. I don't know what he was doing there, but he managed. Unless he knew that he was at a good enough distance, in which case Sappy's a god, and which he could be. This is the guy who discovered negative duping. Dark One may have hit the Sentinel with that spear. This is unfortunate. We see the true negative implications of running remastered in this game is because you have to deal with a fight like this. And we see even though Dark One has a lot of HP, Ornstein isn't giving him a very fun time.
Oh, he also has like 30 soul spears, so he can miss a few.
He can miss a few, but he actually poised through that if you saw that.
Yeah, that's why he's actually wearing the armor, I imagine. He has it figured out.
Well, I'm not sure if it's a meme with casting, because it happens if you get hit by Capper Demon as well when you're dark beating him, you can just poise through his attack.
And the smoke hammer is just taking all the hits.
Oh.
Wow.
And then Ornstein goes and kills him.
I hope he did take the bonfire, I didn't really see.
And first installment of mean rolls. Okay. Or air rolls, excuse me. Basically you get an equip load in your inventory or whatever where you can chain rolls midair, and so if you do it at the right time for certain falls, you can avoid fall damage. Also, I thought Brood was Danish. I'm sorry. I meant Brood Lightning. I didn't mean to attach a nationality to it.
We did see SappyOak buy his green blossoms, which are pretty useful.
Ooh, that was
Nice
a nice
roll catch.
Artorias. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. He could have went to the left instead of the right there to go closer to the fog gate when he died, but it's not a big deal.
So we will see another attempt to kill NS. A bit unfortunate on those attacks.
Yeah, This is. I have a feeling that locking on to enemies in this game influences them and incentivizes them to jump more. At least in Ornstein's
It
case,
definitely
because
does. If you ever try to
yeah,
fight Gwyn with magic, it's not gonna go very well.
yeah, and we can see that here. He's literally he's dodging like 90% of what Dark One throws at him.
Okay, nice. First phase gun. Meanwhile, we have the Dark Gwendolyn
Yep.
fight on the SappyOak end, which is it's actually getting pretty good RNG on those arrows.
Yeah, and he got RTSR as well. One of the things about wearing the crown is that it makes you take 40% more sorcery damage than you would have without the crown. And you can use that to your advantage to get to RTSR if you get hit by one of Gwendolyn's attacks. So that was pretty fast. And now we're going to see Sappy go to Goalless Calamite, which is really cool. Because it saves the amount of time that you would need earlier to get the crest key, to unlock the door to Go, and then talk to Go to have him shoot down Calamite, and also to trigger Calamite so that you can even talk to Go in the first place. There used to be a lot of running back and forth around this particular area that Sappy's running through now, before Goalless Calamite was found. And we see Dark One actually punching the elevator out of frustration.
He's trying to make it go faster. Obviously, it works.
Dark One kind of did his own route. He likes to have fun, do what he wants, but he's making it work.
Yeah, finally Dark One is gonna get his Lord Vessel to teleport. And if you ask me what boss is Dark One gonna go next, I have no clue. Do you have any idea? Like, what's his next move?
No, really, maybe Stray. I don't know though. If you take a look at Sappy though, he's going to be trying to kill Calamite in 2 cycles here. Hopefully he hits 4 here. Okay, and he hit 4. Now he has to go here and wait for Calamite to fly back again. And to time that correctly, he's going to shrug 8 times here in this sort of safe spot. It's a kind of a meme that this actually works and it's actually used consistently in runs, but it's really funny. So you see he timed it correctly. Here he goes. He just needs to hit Calamite 4 more times. Otherwise, he would have to wait for Calamite to fly back. Oh, he got it. That was
just
very...
barely got it. That was very late.
Yeah. And there we go. Calamite is down.
To the bone. Could the bone a bit earlier than that?
Well, I think he was more concerned about equipping stuff for the upcoming air rolls, but either way, it worked out for him. And now he'll be doing township skip with air rolls.
Nice.
Stop, Regal. I didn't say that. And hopefully we'll be seeing some Poggers pathing.
It's
I think
6th time I see the elevator. Nice.
6th time I see the parish elevator. So he casted Hidden Body really late. This is not Poggers Pathing's fault.
Okay, so the crazy township skip is gonna happen again?
The township skip, yes. Tongue twister.
And you were correct, he's actually going for Stray now.
Insane knowledge.
And he's dropping his... I almost thought he was gonna drop his Dragon Crest shield. I was like, why did you pick it up then?
It's not town skip shit. It's not township skip. It's not that. It's township air rolls. Stop, Regal. Trying to explain your Poggers pathing, or this is actually Ayame's Poggers pathing here.
It's right side.
Yeah, it's right side, so it's not as good, but it's not anyone's fault because you can't do left side Poggers pathing anymore. It died with Goalless. Here's some more air rolls. This is called Chasm of the Abyss elevator skip. And meanwhile, we see Stray here from Dark One. Very similar to SappyOak, just pew pew.
He's such an amount of health, you can probably tank Stray.
I guess he doesn't know that you can use the shield to block that attack. It would be really effective with the Grass Crest shield. SappyOak is going to kill the Sorceress here to pick up Darkbead, which will be the main,
Damage source.
yeah, damage source or spell of choice later on in the game. He'll be using it to get 1 king, 2-shot centipede, stuff like that. And now Manus. So,
Yeah, so Manos, apparently a pretty good fight.
great fight. Oh, we
But
see
it's
the
gonna-
swag move swap from SappyOak. That's pretty insane. And now he'll be doing a fog gate skip as well, where he doesn't actually walk through Manus's fog gate. That was an early jump, but that's okay. And he just goes into Manus's fight a bit earlier, and he doesn't take fall damage here because he didn't walk through the fog gate. But he can still fight Manus. We got a bit of a frog walk Manus. And we
Wow.
see Sappy complaining about the frame spike there.
Yeah, it wasn't on stream, it was actually in game. Wow, he's
Yeah.
missing some, he's dropping some frames. Unfortunate. This is not a fight you want to drop frames on, it's really fast paced.
Yeah. So there's an
Taking a
animation
very-
cancel.
Jesus.
He's not. He's a little scared.
I'm scared.
Ooh! Oh, he
Jesus
died.
Christ.
And we hear Sappy mashing his controller, actually. He's not having a good time, but... I think the problem... And he doesn't know how far ahead he is in comparison to Dark One, so his nerves are probably rising. He probably thinks he's died enough for Dark One to actually catch up to him. Yeah, Gandrake, that was... I'm pretty sure he was too far. Yeah, he animation canceled him into it, exactly.
Well, we get to see the meme rolls again, which is fun.
Air rolls.
And then we'll see Poggers Puffin again.
Generally, strafing the shotgun allows you to kill Manus easily because he usually shotguns when you've already hit him twice, and after the shotgun, he usually does a scream. So screams
See
are
that
very
one
easy.
taking the painted for bonfires there. He's gonna try and kill Priscilla now. And I'm not sure if he's gonna attempt the ESM, probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, considering
Sappy
how
also-
much health he has, he probably doesn't want to do Artisa at any point.
Sappy also didn't realize that he could do air rolls off that elevator too, but that's okay.
At least this time he doesn't have to kill the sorcerer and pick up the dogbeat anymore. And take a little bit of a straighter approach. I'm not
It's a
sure where
safer
it's
approach.
going actually. He's
Here's a
little bit-
safer approach. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
He was a little bit lost there. Oh, actually, Dakon, we do see him pick up the red signs also. So he is going
Yeah.
to try Artisa.
Yep, he
Interesting.
will be doing ESM.
Does he have a ring though?
He probably does. He probably purchased the Bellowing Dragon Crest ring from Griggs. Which is just another ring that boosts some sorcery. So yeah.
Interesting what he wanna do with so much health if he is going to do RTSR strats. Because with RTSR it doesn't really matter how much health you have.
Hoping for a better Manus fight, Sappy is, so let's go. There we go. Start off with that. Yeah, Manus can be a pretty tricky fight. The only really bad attack that Manus can give is when he jumps in front of you and then he hits you with his knees. That's a very big unlucky meme. Ooh,
Wow.
he got reached. And I hear Sappy being upset with himself again, but we believe in him. I think he played it a little bit too safe there. And he didn't expect that attack to reach him from that far.
Let's see what Dark One does next. Because I'm not sure.
Well, he'll probably be doing quantity storage into ESM and to Hydra this time. But we'll see. I'm curious to see what he buys. He didn't actually store 999 of anything, so he'll be buying the crest, 2 arrows. Yeah,
He
okay. I
buys
think
2 arrows, so he ends
yeah.
up with 999. Interesting.
Yeah, he realized he forgot to try and drop 999. So he'll be using it to buy 999 pikes again and do ESM like we saw Sappy do. Oh, and he actually got a shrug there. I guess that's... I don't know how that... I don't... Sometimes you get a shrug. I guess he didn't open the menu quickly enough is what happened. Because what happens is you have to get stuck in an action, queue up the item that opens that prompt up. Or so it could be anything like a dark sign, like a soul, like a bone. And then you have to pause the game, open the pause menu so that the prompt is delayed. And you have to start moving as well so that the prompt only opens up a few seconds after you stop moving. So, yeah. That's why it's a little bit hard to do sometimes. There we go. He has 999 pikes. And we'll probably be seeing him do what Sappy did, where he gets stuck in an animation, tries to unequip one of the rings, and then ends up equipping the red sign soapstone in his adjacent ring slot.
Okay, attempt number 3 for Manos.
That was a little scary, but that's okay. And we get a shotgun here. That he definitely could have strafed, but it's okay.
Okay, he unfortunately missed a hit, so he's gonna have to do 2 more soaps still.
Nah, he's fine.
Nice.
Yeah. Very nicely done by Sappy. And now he's done with the DLC. And so he's entering the late game / boss rush phase, or cleanup phase of the game. And we get to the cursed Fire Sage elevator clip part. He has to attune Darkbeat here, but he'll be situating himself on this slope here, the edge of this slope, and he'll start quitting out. When you load back in after a quit out, the stand-up animation pushes you back a few units each time. So if he puts himself on the right position of the edge of the slope, that may not have been far back up enough. But if you keep quitting out, oh, that was fine. You keep sliding down, and then you saw that elevator that he's standing on actually loads a bit later than he loads back in because the area is associated with Demon Ruins, which he's technically not in yet. He's still in the Daughter of Chaos. Or he's still in Quelaag's domain, sorry. And so he can fall down here after quitting out a certain number of times and plunge the Fire Sage Demon, which is a reskin of the Asylum Demon, which is one of the only plungeable bosses in this game. So it's a very fortuitous skip. We'll say it's very fortuitous that it works the way it does. We also saw him do some OCR strats at Regal. Thankfully, he didn't mess it up.
Did you see ESM happening?
ESM, yeah.
He actually unequips Ring of Favor and Protection.
Yeah, he messed it up, but I'm not sure if he was meaning to do that. I think he's fine. He just has to... There we go. I don't think he needs the Ring of Favor and Protection anymore anyway. Anyway, this the OCR strats are so that actually, and you can see Dark One managing the Sif fight better here because he's entering from the side, so all of his soul masses are still there. Except never mind because Sif decided to jump. Hashtag do DT
He did hit him with all the soul spears. I mean the soul masses, I think.
Oh, did he? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
well, then,
he still got hit.
Still do DT Sif, but like just whatever.
No.
Why did you think that, Sass?
There is no.
I already had one commentary. It was the one with Red where I didn't talk about DT Sif much. Now we have Regal joining the Magic Sif train. Feels weird, man. Ugh. Where's Mario when we need him? I need Mario and Alibaba, my community members.
Yes, the crit out fight is cool.
Yes, I hope to grow up to be like Regal in this game. Yes, I understand, but like, oof. Well, the only thing you need to work on, Sass, is not dying to Artorias, and you would have been fine.
I mean,
31 is peak speedrunning age.
I've already seen something close to Drake's score +5 Sif. We've seen Spear, Lightning Spear Quillite, which took like 3 minutes.
You're your own hero, QQ. You're my mind goblin. You know that? That's what you are to me. I'm not bullying Jet. Yeah. We have Sappy going to Beta Chaos. Hopefully he doesn't have to
Employ his
engage in
crazy
his crazy
strat.
backup.
I mean,
Yeah.
he has a backup strat. We'll see how it goes. But maybe you do want to see his backup strat, because take notes, people. That was crazy.
I wouldn't want to put him through the same trauma.
It's a bit far, Moncrius.
We see Newbie actually getting pretty salty that the verifiers haven't been doing their job, so you guys should probably get on that. Oh, I thought he missed it. Oh my gosh. He throws that very high and very to the right. That is so scary.
He wasn't standing at the exact spot we do either.
Yeah.
He was a bit further. He probably has his own setups for that.
Yeah, it works out fine. It's not a very precise strategy at all. It's just, if you're off, then it never hits. Dark One's going to summon Dusk, I guess. To buy Hidden Body and maybe do some negative duping. I'm not sure. I guess he doesn't actually have DT, so this is just a crapple run. Oh, and he got the blue golem crap. Stuck doing this stupid tournament thing.
Almost killed.
Yes.
Damn.
This tournament's stupid. Did he almost kill Dusk?
Yeah, Dusk almost died.
Congrats on getting your new computer, Newbie.
It's a bit scary to do a race on a new computer because you don't know what's gonna happen. Who knows?
And just blame all the mistakes you make on that day on the new computer. Insane.
True. We're gonna see some magic butterfly again.
Ooh, Sappy actually. Oh, Sappy doesn't have RTSR. I'm not sure if he messed up the setup. I didn't actually see.
Yeah, we like noob commentators. We don't even notice what's happening.
Yeah, I was looking at chat.
I was looking at Dark One killing Moonlight Butterfly.
He messed it up and
quickly.
yeah, thank you, Sass. Yeah, you're normally supposed to have RTSR there, but it's not a huge deal. Ceaseless isn't a very hard boss, so you can just kill him.
Well, if he had RTSR and got hit, he would have probably died, so I guess it worked out.
Well, he wouldn't have gotten hit because then he would have two-shot Centipede.
Well, he could have missed something on the
Ceaseless.
beast.
Yeah, he could have missed, but that's another story.
So now we see the Nito portion of the run, which is actually Nito and Pinwheel. Usually pretty easy boss, at least Pinwheel. But Nito has actually been pretty rough on the marathon runners. We've seen some untimely Nito deaths. Let's see if he can handle it well today. It's also a big gamble. Is he gonna go for The Dog Beat Nito or Soul Spear Nito?
Oh, Soul Spear. Dark Beat
Well,
is.
it's a bit of a different thing because some people actually still do Dog Beat for some reason, and it has killed people even in this tournament. So
I
let's
think
see what
that's
happens.
only for people who are not doing goalless. If you have Soul Spear, I'm pretty sure it's faster to just kill him with Soul Spear.
It
and
is,
it's
but
easier.
some people still use Dog Beat.
That's concerning.
It is.
We'll see air rolls for hopefully the last time from SappyOak, or on SappyOak's screen, that is.
What do you mean? Hopefully, it's the best glitch.
Because we don't want him to have to go through this again. That would mean he died. You can see the power of hidden body, though, that's for sure, because those bone wheels would have been mauling him right now. Or rotting, rather. Either mauling and marauding work, I believe. Here's Pinwheel. You could actually, yeah, so what Sappy did was he kept the pause menu open to skip a transition message, which would have made him wait for that ladder to actually be fully exposed by that moving wall, but he prevented that message from coming on his screen, and so he was able to clip through the wall and enter and start climbing the ladder very early.
You'll see Duke skip again on Dark One's side. If he can make it first try, he'll beat Sappy. He did not.
I kind of want to see someone attempt the back. Sappy does the fog gate skip. That's crazy. Good job. He actually did it.
And the Fog Gate skip community. Imagine.
Wasn't that an incentive for someone to gift subs? Can someone do it? At least what I heard El Thyrand or whatever say yesterday.
Crazy money extortion from Ike.
Yeah, insane. I mean, it's not for me. I already have a sub in this community, but
Who
we should
even
raise
gets money for Speed Souls? Is it?
Well, I mean, I know for SCM we do it for a charity, but
I mean, yeah, but like from subs, where does the money go?
oh, was that just a joke that he was making and I was gullible? We see Dark One struggling a little bit with Duke Skip, but as Ellison said earlier, you can retry it. It's not the best thing for RTA runs, but at least it doesn't kill you, guaranteed.
You can
You
retry
can
it as long
die,
as you have Estus.
and as long as you, because sometimes you can die by scraping the side of this rail, which Dark One almost here he almost did it again. So if you fall through that that little nook there while the elevator is falling, and you can die.
If you'll see, oh my god, a scream!
There's a
Instant
scream by Nito, yeah, but it's okay because you can do this two-hand strat with the catalyst. There's
Another
another
scream.
scream. And I have a feeling we're gonna see some more screams. Ooh, he still has 4 soul spears to hit, so I would be a little careful. There we go. Using the last 4 soul spears on the boss.
Damn. God gamer. That got pretty scary.
I don't think it was calculated. Because when he had 4 soul spears left, he said, "Oh my god, oh no," and then realized he had to hit Nito with the last 4. But it was good observation on Sappy's part to realize, hey, I can't keep shooting skeletons. Yeah, he's still a dark bead, but you have to get closer to Nito, and as we see from earlier races,
We're seeing Dark One pick up the safety bonfire for Duke's Archives.
Yep.
Which is not many people do, but you might as well do it.
I think it means we're going to see a no-fall control quit out. Oh, you actually get a homeward long warp here. So now's your time to explain homeward long warp.
I'm not sure why. Oh, right, he's doing this thing where he goes here and then he goes back to do... Yeah, he did the same thing last time. So again, homeward wrong warp is a type of wrong warp which involves using the spell swap. So first of all, the wrong warp is a glitch in this game that basically warps you to the default location of your last bonfire that you've been at. And there's many ways to actually wrong warp, and this particular way is to use spell swap. Spell swap is basically a glitch that allows you to cast one spell using another spell's animation. And so what we do is we cast the homeward spell with the animation of the fireball spell. And what that does is it allows us to actually move after we cast the spell, which is not normally possible. So you can move and activate a bonfire right before you warp. And what that does is it basically confuses the game into not properly warping you to the last bonfire, because it changes just as the spell is about to go off, and the game gets confused, and so it puts you in the default position. And he actually used it to get a little bit closer to the DLC. And on the SappyOak's part, we see the 4 kings fight. It's a little bit scary.
You got it. It's one king. The king did
Nice.
give him some bad RNG, but he actually took off the crown for the first dark beat so that it didn't kill the king on purpose, so that he could kill the king with the next dark beat and still deal full damage to the health pool.
Yeah, one
helps.
king is a little bit of a hard strat, but actually it's been pretty good for runners in this marathon.
Oh, so Dark One actually picked up the set there, but because he was crammed, he didn't pick up the crown.
Wow.
So he had to drop the 999 pikes because I
Did
think
you
he
speak
forgot to do
15
it.
crown of dust?
15?
It said 15 on the right for some reason.
Oh, insane 15. More or less, I thought it would have been 12. Oh, and now SappyOak actually failed the loop skip.
You
has
you
to
have
pick
to
up
pick up
rubbish
the
here.
rubbish. You have to do it.
And he's actually not going to do it, and this is really bad. So Dark One is actually potentially ahead now because of how many times SappyOak will die until he picks up the rubbish.
Yeah.
He's not quitting out either. Sappy just is like super risky here. Let's see. See that Hollow's blocking him because he didn't pick up the rubbish. Yeah. And he actually, he fails it again, and this time he tries to quit out. It doesn't work. He punches the wall because he's very upset, and now the Hollow's blocking him because he didn't pick up the rubbish. So now maybe he'll learn his lesson and do it now. No, never mind. This Hollow's going to block him
Another
because he didn't
Hollow.
pick up the rubbish. Yeah.
Jesus.
Jesus
You better
Christ.
pick up the rubbish, guys.
Yeah.
You better do it.
Because if you miss lub skip, you're rubbish. Just pick it up.
Wow. Crazy.
Oh my god, he's not doing it. Just accept your fate.
But this time he tries to cheat the game with the hidden body, but the game's not going to let him. You can't cheat the game. You have to pick up the rubbish.
I don't want people to feel left out of Speed Soul's inside jokes, so I'm explaining things. What does picking rubbish do? It legalizes your run again after you fail lub skip. Yeah, it does. I mean, if we see not picking up the rubbish
Basically,
made him fail it again, and he's gonna
everything
die.
that happens at this point. If he
And he's
dies
still
again,
getting hit to dogs. It's a curse. He should have picked up the rubbish.
yeah. Everything bad that's gonna happen to Sappy from now on is gonna be because of rubbish. 100%.
Yep, and now he can get hit by dogs. Yeah, he quit out thankfully, but yeah. Oh, you see, and he got blocked. He gets blocked by the dogs. Just kill it with Darkbeard. How did he get that shield blocked? Did you see that? He's so lucky.
Hold the shield up and you block. Easy.
That looked like a remastered tier block. Where you can get blocked forward from something coming from behind you. Basically, you block something from behind. Wait, I didn't even know there was
Thankfully,
rubbish.
enemies can't follow you through transitions, area transitions. Oh
And
my!
he gets to
Did the
crash.
game just crash?
Because he didn't pick up the rubbish.
Well, he did. He had been running for a while, but
Yeah, that's fair.
the game usually crashes on quit out. I think. I'm not sure why it crash now.
It usually a huge crash point is actually at the depths. Kind of annoying. It happens. It's happened in PBs for me before.
Wow, he actually reloaded back quite fast. It usually takes me a while to load the game up.
Yep.
Crazy.
He could run force quit at that speed. Interesting way to go down the depths. I guess he's just going the casual route. He's trying to break the table, but it's not working. Wow, insane backup. Curse of the Rubbish still going strong, yeah. He's gonna get the no slam gaping, probably. He gets a shrug, damn. What did he just do? Did he warp back to Duke's?
Yes.
Dark one? Why? To get other spells, I guess?
He's just doing like a little bit of left and right. He goes to Duke's, he takes the bonfire, then he goes to the DLC, he takes the bonfires there, then he goes back to the Duke's.
He killed
He does
Logan for
something.
10 crystallization. And you see, we get a no slam gaping dragon because he didn't pick up the rubbish. So guys, for those of you who think that I'm joking, that the rubbish doesn't do anything, take the rubbish when you fail lower undead Berk skip. Do it. He could actually die here. And he almost dies. Yeah, look at this. He doesn't know what to do. But he does have RTSR now, so it should be fine. Oh my god, how is he alive right now?
This is some gadget memes. He has to verify that he isn't running gadgets right now.
He got sniped by the channeler. Anyway, Sappy looking for maybe a 141, maybe a 142. Snowball escape. Yeah, that just snowballed. It's really bad. Yeah, it's got some Frankers East for Sappy though. Really nice run. Good mental fortitude. Ran into a bit of a wall at Quailag, but got past it. Everything works out pretty well. One thing you'll see him do here is take a hit from the Black Knight on purpose. He'll be toggling to overlap the hit animation as well, so that he doesn't have to get stunned while the Black Knight hits him.
See if he also gets the run kill Black Knight because of the rubbish.
Mark 1 having to wake up Framp.
No.
I guess it's because he's doing more dupes. Yeah. But he has to wait for Framp to yawn and wake up. It's actually faster to quit out RTA than wake him up. It looks like he'll be duping the Priscilla Soul now. So he's probably going to be getting some levels, I guess. But I don't know what else he's going to be buying.
Well, he does want to get, I guess, 45 dexterity at least.
Could be, could be.
He might as well.
And that's exactly what he's doing. Meanwhile, Sappy's on the finish line. At the finish line, he'll be killing Gwyn. And he'll have a 140, high 140 for this race.
Crazy. He's beating the Gwyn's corpse up.
Crap out of Gwyn. But GG to him. Everyone put some claps. He needs to split. He needs to split. He needs to split. He needs to... There we go.
Nice. And of course, he has to show IGT. Not valid, unfortunately, because of the rubbish pickup, but...
34, 45. Should probably go back to NG Plus to pick up the rubbish.
Yeah, he might as well.
He splits to need. Oh, I love it.
Okay, so
I actually can't tell. He may have gotten a 55 though. I'm not entirely sure which one he used. What were you saying, by the way? I'm sorry,
I was just talking about how Dark One is about to do the DLC part of the game. And I'm not sure if she's gonna do goalless. I think so.
He's doing an air rolls though, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does have the setup for that.
I have a feeling he'll do goalless because he can do goalless. I wonder if he could one cycle goalless with this stuff.
Yeah.
And he actually says yes to Chester. I don't know if he knows he doesn't have to do that.
So long.
I need RTSR for... Well, he has RTSR. He ESM. We'll see Artorias with sorcery, which is kind of terrible. Oh yeah, he said he could one cycle with it, but he said it was kind of tough. Maybe he can try it. Oh, another thing he bought from Logan, or killed from Logan, got from Logan when he killed him, was Crystal Soul Spear. So it's a little bit more powerful than regular Soul Spears.
Also got the Catalyst. I mean, if he can actually get one cycle gold, that would be pretty fucking poggers, you know? In a marathon of one cycle goalless. I'm not sure if he had it the last time he did the run. But this is the fall control quit out you were talking about. It actually does not work. Is he just hitting the wrong part?
I don't know.
Because I think he's hitting the elevator part, which is unstable ground, so it never actually...
I was a little distracted. Let's see. Oh, I see it. Okay. Yeah, apparently this fall control quit out's kind of annoying. You don't want to land on the elevator because that's unstable ground. So if you quit out, you'd go right back up to the top.
Yeah.
But it worked that time. He went more forwards.
He actually has 2 catalysts equipped. Interesting. Is there a reason for like cast counts, I think?
For what?
He has 2 catalysts equipped.
Arrows probably, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
but he
then
just... I think it was for cast count.
Probably then, yeah. He doesn't want to lose a hidden body cast. And so we will see him not... I don't think he's doing goalless Calamite, that's for sure. So we'll see regular Calamite here. Probably because he thinks... I guess he just feels more confident with fighting Calamite with GCC.
It is a pogger's pathing. Nice.
Insane. The reason why you can't do left side Poggers pathing in any non-goalless route, in any goalless route, is because in a regular non-goalless route, you quit out usually before you pick up the crest key. For whatever reason, it manipulates the sorceress's AI so that she doesn't notice you when you go to the left. But since we don't do that in goalless Calamite, you can't do left side Poggers pathing. Pretty insane. Yeah, it's also slower to do that.
Seen some frame drops on his channel. I wonder if he's getting frame drops in his game.
Well, there's always frame drops in Chasm of the Abyss.
Yeah, but if he gets the same frame drops as SappyOak did during the actual fight, that would be pretty bad. Actually killed everyone but the sorcerer.
That was an insane strafe.
See if he can maybe do Foggate skip.
He would need the DC. He would need the DCR equipped.
I mean,
so I don't
you
think
can
he's
just do
planning.
it because why not?
He's not even planning to do RTSR, but he has so much damage. I don't think he cares.
AI manipulation, poggers.
Ooh. Yeah, he doesn't care if you get hit though. It's totally fine. He actually animation canceled, I believe. Madness there, but you can't be hit while you're falling down. Yeah, and technically, oh, it's not a double KO. Am I talking about? He traded. And we see Dark One not done with the DLC just yet. He has to go and kill
He
Calamite now.
still has the last boss of
Yep.
the DLC. Actually sits up as a bonfire again.
Yeah, he rested the bonfire because you need to talk to Go, but he hasn't even triggered Calamite, so he's going to be dark signing there twice. So this is basically what we'll be able to see what SappyOak didn't have to do. So it's this including. Yeah, he's not doing
We
goalless.
don't know
It
if he's
seems.
doing goalless.
He's not.
I think he's not.
He picked up the crest key. There's no reason.
I mean, maybe he wants to try it, and then if he dies, he can do goalless.
It could be. Or you mean if he dies, he could go and then yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe if it was a backup. Yeah, okay, sure. If it was a backup, then he'll do goalless. Looks like he's trying to do goalless now by killing these dogs anyway. And he took a very particular amount of damage, so good for RTSR setups. The very good carving. This is actually late. Oh, yeah. So he went there he got there way too late.
Not sure the separation crystal works anymore because he kind of messed up the pathing.
We'll see. It's usually, I mean, it's not necessarily precise. You just have to. Oh, that looks like it's too early. Oh, no, we're fine. This looks way too far up, though. Okay.
They only got one.
He's walking too far forwards, but not the worst thing in the world.
We're seeing he needs 4 spears, actually. He's kind of missing the cast, so I'm not sure he knows precisely where to stand for the cast.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but goalless is pew pew, so.
Well,
Oh,
he does
now
have
he's actually
20
got the
soul
fast
spears.
cycle now. No, it's usually NA aim that sucks, Duck. You guys are expected to have good aim. I think he's dead, though. There we go.
So he doesn't need 4 in the end.
I wonder if you could tail cut while trying to do goalless. Probably not. You can, okay. Confirmed over Regal. Alright, and Dark One is done with the DLC, so now he'll be going to Fire Sage Elevator Clip, or maybe he'll be going to Ceaseless, or no. 4 Kings. So I wasn't able to actually explain what SappyOak was doing in Seal Skip. Dark One will be using a different version of it, the fall control one, but the point is you basically you don't clip out of bounds, but you fall to a place where you shouldn't be able to fall. You would normally take lethal fall damage, and you essentially are able to go out
You
of
did
bounds.
actually explain it because Sappy did the same thing earlier.
Oh yeah, I did that slope quit out, yeah. It's basically a slope quit out, it's the same thing.
Nice RTSR setup.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna have to get a backup from the hollow, but that's a very high setup.
Not sure.
Guess he realizes that he doesn't wanna. Oh, thank you. Yes, Reevy, very smart. He forgot to attune Darkbeat.
I mean, I think you might as well just kill the boss without Darkbeat at that point.
Just Soul Spear. Well, I think he misses one king, and maybe he just wanted to do it. It reduces the amount of RNG that you have to deal with, and he also forgot to rest at Firelink, so.
He did not halve his HP first, so his RTSR setup is gonna be messed up now. Not sure what he's gonna do for RTSR. Just punch a hollow. And it's gonna take a while.
Yeah, this is the backup that he thought he was going to have to take the first time.
He has 300 levels, so his resistance is quite high. He takes no damage from those hollows. Quite early fall control cast. Might as well.
There's the fall control version of it. Basically, fall control quitouts, when you have fall control on, the game needs to check after every fall if it's enough damage to kill you, because how the spell works is it stops you from taking fall damage unless the fall damage is lethal. But even when it's lethal, it's delayed because the game needs to check to make sure that it can kill you with that fall. But in that delayed time, you have a window to quit out, and it's the same thing but slope quit out, where you can avoid delayed fall damage dealt to you and still fall correctly.
He draws specifically the big hat.
Ooh, that's not a very good attack to get from the.
I'm not sure he didn't run correctly to the boss because he wasn't looking.
It's possible. Damn, newbie, asking the real questions.
No, I think we're gonna see Homeward to Gwyn now.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna see him basically forfeit, but finish the race anyway. At least if he's doing what I think he's doing.
Yeah, because he hasn't even gone through Isolith yet, so he might just be.
Yeah, he still has a while to go through. He still has Nito, he still has Isolith and Four Kings.
That's cool to be able to see a wrong warp, though.
Yeah, we do see basically what the any percent category is all about. Any percent would basically do the same thing, but not killing any other boss.
That's
Wow.
got suspended in the midair. That's scary. Maybe now this knight has to Goomba stomp him so he can avenge his brother. Ooh, he doesn't. Still a
Yeah,
more
true,
legit
Saz.
run than the rubbishless ones, yeah. Let's get some Franker Z's in the chat for Dark One, please. There we go.
We will see the legendary sub 2 hour run.
Yes, it will. It should sub 2 hours, but unless he misses the parry or something. But I have
If he
faith.
misses the parry, he still has like 6,000 health.
Oh, it's true. He's got nothing to fear. There we go. He missed the parry.
He actually got the partial parry, I think, because he missed all his stamina as well. Oh, healing against Gwyn, not very good.
Oh, and a guard break. He got staggered by that one as well.
And now we know
Okay,
he
he has
hasn't forced
RTS
my
right now, so
guard
just
break.
go for. Ooh.
Okay, so sub 2 hour, not gonna happen, I guess.
No, I think he would have gotten interrupted if he had pressed R1.
Now, if he watched my guard break win video, he would have known that he can actually escape that.
Oh, damn. Oh, so he's going for... I know he's going back.
Yeah, I think he could have pressed R1 after the miss parry, because Gwyn was already attacking, so he could still stagger him with Dark Beat. We get to see the Wong Warp again. Nice. Actually, I caster cursed him because I wanted a sub 2 hour run.
Yep. I
Let's
tried
see him
to...
Goomba stomp him again.
I tried to cleanse his curse with the Franker Z's, but it's okay.
Nice. This is definitely a setup. He wants to Goomba stomp the knight. Okay, so we're gonna see the second attempt. Let's hope it goes more smoothly. Because all you really need to do is parry Gwyn, and then the fight is over.
There we go. GG. Set some claps
Nice.
for Dark One. He's gonna do another BM cast.
And we actually see the second ending this time. Nice.
Linking the fire. And he stands on the bonfire as well. That was insane.
Wow.
Alrighty. Now I guess we're gonna get them in here for a chat, right? Hey guys, how are you?
Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Sappy is still muted. Unmute yourself, Sappy. Sappy is still muted. Unmute
Hey, guys.
yourself, Sappy.
Hey,
Hey guys.
how's it going?
Well, that was probably the worst run I've ever done in my life, but other than that, going fine.
Well, it happens. You guys did fine. Sappy didn't pick up the
Good
rubbish though.
showing.
I don't know why.
Yeah, SappyOak, his run isn't even legitimate anymore. He didn't pick up the rubbish.
It's
It's like, why even bother?
Yeah, why bother
Like,
playing the
why even
game?
bother?
Pick up the rubbish. Yeah, why bother playing the game? Pick up the rubbish.
So how do you guys
Misses
like?
and-
What do you guys
Okay.
feel like was your hardest parts of the run?
For me, for some reason, it was the early game. Dying to like Quaylog and those plunges, that's 6 times was it's pretty rough. Normally not too difficult of a part, but wasn't feeling it today.
Yeah, so
I
interestingly
definitely
enough, you actually have both died at the same time, basically, for the same thing. Go ahead.
I definitely did not practice dying to gargoyles more than once, so that was kind of all improvisation for a while there.
Yeah, we saw that.
Yeah, we were wondering if you actually practice the different fights for gargoyles, because you do the gargoyles with the hand axe, and then you did with the spear. Did you ever actually practice the spear fight?
I actually did about 3 years ago before the first tournament, so
And what about the soul spear iron golem? Because that also probably wasn't the plan.
I've done that before. It's not a really fast strategy, so obviously I hadn't planned to do it in this race, but
Well, it's
Yeah,
good
when I-
adjustments from you. I like how you just didn't try to improvise and come up with something else to do.
I was really lucky that the lightning spear wasn't too bad against Quelag. That's where I got lucky.
That looked
that's
awful, to be
interesting.
honest. That looked like
Yeah,
a very
that
long
looked
fight.
pretty bad.
It was pretty bad, but I mean, 90
worse.
damage a hit, not too bad.
Yeah, it could be worse. It was
Yeah.
yeah. It could be worse. No, but yeah, that was awesome. And
Yeah, GG.
yeah, GG. That was a very entertaining run to watch, and I think you guys both did a good job. I'm sitting on my wire, but let me see what this means bracket-wise for everyone. I believe SappyOak will be facing. Of course, the bracket isn't loading for me. Feels bad, man. You'll be facing the either Catalyst or Raiden, with the winner of that bracket. And
That's
we
gonna
have
be a really fun matchup.
No, that's
Yeah.
gonna be scary. That's
Yeah.
gonna be scary.
And this is we don't have any more races today. Yeah, Raiden is a pretty scary person.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Dark One is out of the tournament after this, but obviously very good showing. So clap in the chat for Dark One.
Thanks, guys. I'll
Absolutely,
definitely be
yeah.
tuning in.
Participating.
Yeah.
Thank you for participating.
I think you definitely have the most original routes. Because we just don't know what you're doing, and it makes us it keeps us on edge and on our at the edge of our
On our
seat.
toes, yeah. You just
Yeah.
don't
For a
know
while
what's
today,
gonna
even
happen.
I didn't know what I was doing.
You just don't know what's gonna happen.
What'd you say?
For a while today, even I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, that's the excitement of it, you know. We got we have tomorrow. We have the battle of the colors, though. We've got pink and orange gold versus red. So it's like 3v1 basically. We'll see how that's gonna go, and then we've got another race on Monday. We have SAS versus D9, and then on Tuesday we have Kata versus Raiden. If you're from America, then make sure you wake up at 6, and then if you have work like me, then it feels bad, man. You can't see that race. And then next week we're gonna have the winners bracket. Duck and Alibaba will be racing. Regal and Brood will be racing, and then I'll be racing Nax. God help me. On October 2nd, so that's next Saturday. So we'll have a triple threat with races, so to speak.
Yeah, many more races to come. So stay tuned on this channel. We're gonna have many more races from the same runners. Some new strats, new routes. Nobody knows what's gonna happen. Always fun to see the routes clash, especially when two people run different routes. So we don't know who's gonna win.
Yeah, but unless do you guys have anything else to say, runners?
Good luck, Sappy, on your next round.
Hey, appreciate it, Dark One. That was a lot of fun. See you, man.
All right. Well, in that case, I think we're gonna hand it over to whoever's gonna be rating, I guess, or whatever we're gonna be doing after this. But have a good day, everyone. Come back tomorrow for Pink versus Red, and yeah, I'll see you then, guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.